Alright, found my gloves. So I'm going to be throwing these on to do a little work. And also found those gloves. These are more fabric-y type gloves, but these are thicker. And I will be pulling weeds and stuff like that. But while I was in here, I noticed my Steno notebook that I had left in here. Remember, in my other videos, I always talk about my Steno notebook and how I like to keep them around to be able to write down ideas. So as I'm out here, because right there is where I'm going to put in that potato patch, and it's just right outside the door here where I'm at in the old Airstream. I will be moving this Airstream and putting it in a different spot, but I just thought it was convenient to, kind of open the door and step right on in and sitting here. But as I was doing this, I noticed, well, we got wasps, of course, but Christmas lights. I love Christmas lights. So whenever I get this Airstream moved over to where I'm going to put it, oh, look at me back here in that window. When I get it moved over to where I'm going to put it, I'm going to hook up. I'm going to run a power extension cord to it, and I'm going to hook up some Christmas lights. I'm going to put Christmas lights around, and that'll be my lighting at night. But I am going to put up some curtains, better than the towel. I'm going to make it a little private. I'm going to fix odds and ends, especially little leaky things. Got to fix that too. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, actually, my video that I was working on was about planting the potatoes, and I'll be putting it over in this area. I got my rake and my fork right here, and these are the potatoes. You see how tall they are. They had them growing inside. I'm going to be putting those and divide them out into this area when I get this area cleaned up, and of course gathering up stuff for the compost pile. Yep, got my tripod all set up so I can do that. But really convenient to be able to step into the Airstream there we go. It's not level. It won't be level until I move it. But I'm going to be getting a propane tank, and I'm going to be building a cabinet for my propane cooktop. I'm going to get that thing all cleaned up and back running in a good condition. And then after I do that, I'm gonna have some what do they call it? I'm gonna cook some gourmet meals in the camper on a gas propane cooktop like that. I'm gonna do some cooking because I love cooking. I love eating food. I mean, you look at me. When you look at me, you think, oh my gosh, this guy, he doesn't even look like he eats food. Every time my mama sees me, she says, aren't you eating? You need to eat more. You need to put on some weight. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm fine. Leave me alone, mama. Okay, love my mama, but sometimes she just, she thinks she's doing good, but sometimes she's a little annoying. But I love her anyway. Something I did notice in here. There's some Michelob Bulger down in there. I gotta watch out for spiders. Yeah, Michelob Bulger down there. I might break into that sometime soon. But in the meantime, I got some work to do. And I guess after I do my work, I need to get a lawn chair and put it in here. And I was using this as a desk for a little while. But the darn camper's not level, so it kind of gets annoying sitting in a building, well, not a building, but in a structure that's not level. Kind of gets to you after a while. So, all right, let me get back to what I was doing on my other video. If you could, come back around and check out my potato patch that I'm putting in right here along the so I think that way south. So we're gonna have all these trees. This is gonna be a shady area. I mean, it's already a shady area. The reason I know that is because a lot of shady stuff goes on over here, especially in those weeds. Those chickens be out here doing shady stuff. Alright, so my other video is about the potatoes that I'm putting out here. These are little white potatoes. And I had salvaged these instead of throwing them out. Stuck them in this. And they put down a bunch of roots. And I need to get them out of this and get them into the dirt out here. So that's going to be my other video that I'm working on. Alright. Talk to you later.